stop and like finalize our character, I wanted to set up a facial structure on her too. Um, I kind of feel like we can probably come back to that and do it. I feel like we can come back to that and do it. I think there's going to be, um, how many joints can we use? I think for the face, normally there's like 19 to a little over 20 something in the face to get like just the bare minimum of like being able to open the jaw. And then usually like 5 or 6. So is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 joints, 7, 8. Sometimes people do 7, 8, so you can get like just the center part too. So you can do 8, and then you get cheeks, eyes, eyebrows. So you can do all that. So I think what we'll do is, um, let's save another version. Let's use some of these joints and start placing in some joints for the face. Let's just do that now. We'll see how many we can get in there. I think 8 will be good for the mouth area, and then 9, 10 for one for each cheek. Let me see. So it'll be pretty much. Yeah, we'll have a joint here. We'll have some joints in the eyes, so we can rotate the eyes. And we can go full ham on it. We can put some joints in the hair, so we can get some wiggling going on in there too. We could also, I don't know if you want to do it after the fact though, because if you do it after the fact, you don't get control. It won't be a part of the hierarchy when you use the tools. So yeah, so let's start setting up some joints and let's see where this goes. So let's save this as 5. Let's save another version. We're gonna save as this is gonna be our version number 6. So let's do save as, and we'll do this as number 6. All right, and what you want to do here is you want to use the joints. There's these joint helpers that you can use. I haven't used chain. I think there was something else that's gonna be new with that button. I don't think it does much right now. So let's do joint. We want this joint to be parented to the head, because it's gonna, when it moves, like your face moves with your head. So that's why we're gonna do that. So select head, joint. And so we actually can name this. So let's just leave it as joint, but let's add jaw. Was it all lowercase before? I think it was. So just do lowercase jaw. Joint jaw. And that's going to the head. Create. And that's this right here. So what you can do with this is just a little bit different. Well, actually a lot different than the other parts of the body rig, is if we go over here back to the channel box area and click on jaw joint, you can set what's going to be keyable and what's not going to be keyable. So it locks it for you. The other thing you can do is you can select the control type. So you can set how you want the control to be visually. And in the proxy shape, right now it's a cube, and the controller is a circle. So let's do, just for the jaw, Let's kind of leave that what it is. Let's make this, is that triangle? Kind of like that. Instead of a cube, I think we can keep it as a cube. All right, so let's move this into place. It is already centered, I believe. Yes, so let's go to our side view and place this. Save your file. And let's go to wireframe. Let's scale this down. Let's do this. Let's rotate. Move this into location of where we want our jaw. And your jaw rotates here. There's like a hinge, like kind of right at the bottom of the ear, but in front a little bit. Right there. There's where your jaw will rotate. So it's like right down here, right below the ear. It's kind of circular, little padding. Everybody's face is different, right? So again, we want to make this look right for this character's face. What we're going to do to make this a little bit easier for ourselves, let's make a layer and put the rig on a layer for now. So select, you should be able to select the pieces. We already saved this. So let's select the pieces and then add selected objects, visibility. There you go. All right, so let's select this. Add selected objects. I'm just selecting the clavicle now and the neck, and then we're going to add, yeah, we'll add these. All right, so now what we're looking at is our mover right here. All right, so let's turn on our stuff right here again. I want to rotate that triangle around. Let's go to set up our local again like we did before. It's going to be important. You want to make sure that these pivots are in the right spot, because where they start and where they end is going to be important for when you want to start setting up your phonemes that we're going to do much later. You don't want it to go straight out and then rotate. I kind of like it to go along the contour, along the contour of the chin. So if we have the triangle back part sticking out, we want it to rotate like this and have it come out to a point. So let's see what we can do with that and see what that does to our axes as well. Yeah, see, you're gonna want Z to be what you're rotating that on, and not X. Normally it's Z. So we're gonna want to change this. Yeah, we're gonna want to change this. So let's rotate this. What is that? Y is 90 degrees. Oh man, that is not 90 degrees. And then this one should be 0. All right, that's good. And then we want Z to be 180. All right. So now on our z-axis, we can rotate our jaw. We can scale this up a little bit more so we can see it coming through her mouth. And I want to go back to here. So we're going to do back to our side view. In our side view, you can really start to see, like you see where the pivot, the yellow box is where the pivot is. So if you use that as your guide, you should be able to get that right underneath the ear, like for your, where yours is at. You can kind of see here that the character's jawline, it kind of goes back along right here. So this is kind of close. I just want to move it up a little bit more and rotate it so that the y-axis is going down that same line, meaning that this point is going to be pointing right down. And then you'll have a nice point here that you can select a control to like start rotating. So let's do that. Let's select this and we're going to rotate this down. That's a good axis. And then we're going to want to move it up a little bit and over. That looks nice. I kind of like how that looks like that. I like how that looks. So then it's going to rotate down. Let's change the cube to a circle. A sphere. There we go. Let's go back here. So yeah, so when you put everything onto that jaw, it's going to rotate just like that on z-axis. That's good. Okay. Let's save. It's important. Let's make another version. So we're going to call this one version 7. So save scene as, and then we'll do 7. Save as. All right. So now the next things we can do to plot out the face, we can do, we're going to have to do lids for the eyes. We're going to have to do eye controllers. We're going to have to do eyebrow controllers, nose controller, cheek controller, and the mouth controllers. Yeah. So let's make some more joints. All right, we saved. So we're going to do joint. And we want this again to be to the head. And we're going to, let's start working on let's do the eyes. Get that out the way. So we can also do duplication of the eye to get the eyelid, the upper and lower eyelid. Yeah, let's do that. So this will be eyeball, EYEBALL, eyeball underscore left. Joint eyeball underscore left. Yeah, that's good. All right, so let's turn this to a sphere. Go back here, go back here. Control shape, sphere.